the beer capital of the world?
Yeah, I do.
Welcome to Munich, a city with just 1.5 million residents where, when the sun comes out, so do the locals. If not just to dip their feet in the Isar, the river that runs through the center of the city, but more than likely to enjoy a refreshing beverage or two in one of the beer gardens.
So the first one we're going to go to today is perhaps one of the ones that's most conveniently located. It's right in the middle of the city, not too far from the town hall, about 2 minutes walk, so most people end up here. One of the beauties of the ViktualienMarkt beer garden is that they have a rotating list of beers. Today it is Spot.
Grabbing a beer, wander over to the table, and here the glasses aren't marked, so you don't get to know exactly what beer it is. You see? Just like that. The benches here have no tablecloths, but there's 2 distinct areas of the beer garden. There's the ones that are self-service, and then there's the ones that are actually serviced. They're the ones with the tablecloths.
Love is love.
Now we come into the most touristy place in Munich, the HofbraüHaus. Grab a beer guy out the back.
So fun fact here, the HofbraüHaus is actually owned by the state of Bavaria. There's actually a cute little area that you can walk up the stairs to sit down at. One important tip about the beer garden is making sure that your drink is covered, because sometimes the chestnut trees drop stuff in there.
And there you have the HofbraüHaus inside in a courtyard type area, which gives you a little bit more of a different experience. It's not the traditional beer garden experience. It doesn't have the self-service aspect, so you've got to get your beer delivered to you, but it works anyway.
The beer here is pretty well priced at just under €5, so it's worth dropping in anyway. Let's go to the next one. This is one that not everyone knows about. You take a short walk down the path, and then you find yourself here.
And then we arrive at the Muffatwerk. This one's a good one. This one is kind of hidden. There's one real surprise about this one, which I'll show you in just a second. But yeah, this is a little bit smaller. People really come to this one to get a bit of sunshine. They have a bio menu here. The food is all bio, or bio as they say here in Germany.
Walking through Mr. Turnstile again, and a great choice of food and drink. Grab yourself a beer. A little bit more family friendly. Grab yourself a pretzel. Make yourself comfortable. But in this case, we're going to do something else.
So Drunktopus, I hear, ask, why is this beer garden so special? Well, what you do is you take your beer and you take a short walk down to basically the river. So in short, you can come down here, take your beer, take a look around, check everyone else out.
This is actually one of Munich's famous beaches where people come sunbathe.
And then once you're done drinking, you take your fans, the little blue thing, back, get you €2, €2.
Okay. And that's how you do it.
Then there's this one. This one's a great one. This one is at Wiener Platz, and as you can tell, it's a lively area with a lot of things going on around the place. As you walk into the beer garden here, you'll see that there is a cute little place on the side called the Strand Bar.
Actually, sandbar.
Which basically means beach in German. But here in the beer garden, you'll find yourself bumping into lots and lots of different people.
There's Mr. Turnstile again. There's an untold beauty of the beer garden. Once obviously you're sitting under the shade of the enormous chestnut trees, you find everything bathed in a lovely dappled light. It's really something else.
As you can see, the beer garden is a little bit for everyone from all walks of life. It's just a great place to be. Super friendly, and everyone is relaxed and having a pretty good time. Cheers. So as you can see a trip to Hirsch Garten is a little bit further out of the city. That's the main city center over there. It's a short train trip, it's about 30 minutes, so it's worth coming to check out.
On the walk out here, you pass many a different thing, from basketball to ice stock. The Hirsch Garten today is as popular with the locals as it is with tourists, and it's Bavaria's largest beer garden.
This one is, well, Hirsch means deer in German, so what you'll be looking at here is something. I'm yet to find the deer, so I need to find out how that goes.
Really comfortable place, a number of different spots, and look, there's the deers. Now I come into these places pretty early, around 10 o'clock, which is why it looks a little bit empty. And remember, cash only here.
Things at this beer garden are a little bit different to the other ones that I've seen. This one is a self-service beer garden where you come and take one of these glasses over here, and then you take it to wash it before you go and buy your beer.
This is something completely new for me, but it seems to work.
Plus, that's it.
Here's Mr. Turnstile again.
And that is the Hirsch Garten. It's pretty cool. It's the biggest one in town. Makes it much more fun, I guess. I can't imagine what this place is like when it's absolutely rammed. But cheers.
And remember what I said about covering your beer from the trees? There you go. This is cute. You hop off at Hopfenstrauße, which is one of the things that's in beer, obviously. Hops.
Right, so now coming up on the Augustina beer Keller. This is Munich's favorite beer, I guess you'd say. Bigger, a little bit broader in space and size. There's a Keller area plus the beer garden, which is what we're here for today. So let's check it out.
Again, with the beer gardens, there's two separate areas. There's the self-service area, and then there's the area that you can basically sit down and get served in.
As with just about every other beer garden we've seen, we always bump into one of these boys.
It's the Turnstile.
This again is for security and something that's just kind of fun.
Wide selection of dishes here at this one. All super tasty. All designed to go exactly with the beer. Cheers.
And there you have the Augustina beer garden. Beer Keller, beer garden. It's probably one of the best in town, so also worth coming to check out.
You can take the bus to the Chinese Tower, and it's a very, very short walk.
And this is the other way that you can get here to the English Garden and see the Chinese Tower, is to come to the U-Bahn stop, or the U-Bahn stop, Geselligstraße.
And from there, also a very short walk as well.
So welcome to the Chinese Tower. Now this one's a bit of a strange one because you're now in the middle of Munich, but you have this thing that sits here, which is something quite unique, I guess.
They have a bunch of things like the Steckelfish, Mr. Roundabout, and, wait for this.
Gerne einen Currywurst bitte. Pommes, oder? Ja, Pommes. Wunderbar. Natürlich.
A currywurst is like a sausage that comes with a sweet curry sauce, is the only way I can describe it. With pommes and a beer, it's perfect.
The interesting thing about this one is the band actually sits just up in that level, the first level. The band will sit there and they'll play the music and they'll basically take you through the day and keep your afternoon happy.
Now this is quite funny. A German expression for a small dog is a foot horn or a Fußhupe, like this little one.
As you can see, the beer garden is quite large, so what you're looking for is a nice spot either in the sunshine or in the shade, but apart from that you'll be able to find something different. And coming right up, maybe over here somewhere, you'll see a video from when this place turns into something else, which is a very early Volksfest. You get here about 3 AM in the morning. You'll see that one shortly. Which one was your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. And cheers that like button.